Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fabs in the house, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm in the house with these two beautiful knives over here with me. I've got the Holt Bladeworks Haptic version 2 and the Holt Bladeworks Haptic version 1. There are some slight differences between these two guys. We're gonna check them out real quick, but hey, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And let me know in the comments down below what you guys think about these two fellas. And you can also check out fablades.com and at Fablades on Instagram if you want to see what all this is about, guys. Look at these two gorgeous blades going on over here. You have two Holt Bladeworks Haptics. Prestige, because the materials are prestigious, and they are just doing a couple versions. One is the refined, which is basically titanium liner lock, so titanium scales, and just regular M390, sometimes S90V or 20CV steel for the blade. And the Prestige are gonna have some materials, some prestigious materials, like for example black Damascus for the scales, or just Damascus for the clip. Or some come now with the pivot collar, some nice inlays going on, carbon fiber, scales, all sort of higher end materials and finishes for the prestige level of this knife. But here we have, two Prestige Haptic, but the difference between these two guys is that's the version 2 and this is the version 1, so there are just slightly different differences, and we're gonna check them out real quick. So there are also like different patterns, like milling patterns. Here you see the bent starburst, and here you see, I think this is the quill or the sea breeze. I always forget about this, but you can also let me know in the comments down below. Beside the fact that these are fantastically done, NG is doing an outstanding job at anodizing these scales. This is just like gorgeous, guys. I'm just gonna shut up for like a second so you guys can admire the job she's doing with this and this. It's crazy. So different milling patterns, as you can see, but that's not the difference between the version 1 and version 2. The different pivots, that's not it. So the difference, the main giveaway is going to be the backspacer. Version 1, you're going to have like a more dense arrows pointing up, like more like smaller. The backspacer has the same size, but you can see that the pattern is just changing, and in the version 2 is just a little bit wider for the arrows. Like the clip is the same size, same shape, but of course the milling is going to be different because the milling of the clip goes with the milling of the scale, so don't worry about that. Another pretty obvious difference is going to be the jimping, where in the version 2 is just matching the finger groove exactly, whereas in the version 1 is just more like close to the end of the blade up here, as you can see. Also, like if I put it like that, you can see that the patterns also is a little bit longer for the version 2 and a little bit wider. So but like, of course, like it's centered with the finger groove, and it's just great. Flipper tab is pretty much the same. The positioning of the steel material is the same. Nothing changes except for the finish for the flats. It's a subtle change, but you can see it's finer. I don't know if you guys are able to notice the difference, but the flats have a different and finer finish for the version 2, and as well as the detent, it's in a slightly different position, just a very slight adjustment they've done. I don't know if you can appreciate from this perspective, but that is basically about it. Of course, the handling is going to be the same, like it's going to be gorgeously fitting in your hand. One other difference that I noticed, I don't know if it's just because the materials, these are both black Damascus, just different patterns and different anodization, but the sound also, this is the sound for the version 1 when you open. When you open the version 2, you got that. It's slightly different. When you close the version 2, almost inaudible. When you close the version 1, you have a tink and clack. More resounding opening for the version 2. When you close the version 2, it's crazy. It's almost inaudible. When you close the version 1, it's a little bit louder. I mean, not by much, but still, you can feel and hear the difference when you deploy these guys. The weight, we can also check the weight for these two fellas. It's not going to be much different, I'm assuming. I don't know. Let's check it out. For the version 2, we're going to have the same amount of internal skeletonization going on at 3.95 ounces, and version 1 is going to be 3.94 ounces. So there you go. So we're pretty much in the same ballpark for these two gorgeous knives. I'm just hoping to score a Damasteel to complete the pretty cool trifecta for these fellas. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Stay tuned.